You built your business here. You're shaping a life, creating a legacy. We only have one question. What will you make next? Make more possible. National Bank of Commerce.
I'm John Garver with Yellow Jacket Athletics, and it's time to take a lap, sponsored by National Bank of Commerce. This week we're joined by assistant track and field coach Tony Willette. Ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Let's do it. So you're the first coach that I've had doing the lap with me. That's quite an honor. You should be
Thank you.
really happy about that.
I'm excited about it.
I can tell, and you were a little nervous coming down the steps and everything, and you're already like a few feet into the lap, and you're fine.
I'm great.
What was the what has it been like becoming, we'll dive into the story a little bit deeper, but your first year as a coach here, officially as like a full-time assistant coach, what has that been like for you?
It's been great. New experience. Comparing it to like when I was an athlete, thinking that you know everything, and now you're getting the coach's side of things, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I never really thought about that the coaches do, and just maybe have a better appreciation of like what Glenn did for me, and especially like what all those other coaches do for these kids. But yeah, that was an eye-opener for me.
So you touched on being an athlete here. Let's go all the way back to your time as a student athlete. 4 years on the track and field team as a thrower.
Yep.
And had some pretty good success in there too.
Oh yeah, no, I did good. It was 3 solid years with on being on the track team and had the hammer record at the time. Then I had the knee injury, took the year off, but again, Glenn did a lot for me to keep me in touch with the team in different ways. That I didn't have to be at practice, but kept me involved. Came the next year back to help out the team win our first outdoor UMAC conference championship for track and field. So that was a big deal for me. So at the time, didn't really understand the reasons why of like the knee surgery and like, you know, things happening. But now looking back now, I regret nothing. It was a great experience for me. And that's why I wanted to come back and take over this opportunity, because I was like, I want to give that to these kids any way, shape, or form.
And coming back, the great segue there too. So you graduated and you went into corrections.
Yep, I was gonna go be a police officer, and then as I was waiting to applying for other departments, I went and became a corrections officer up at NERC, Northeast Regional Corrections Center. And as I worked there, I found a really good work environment, and they were pushing me in the right direction as a young adult, trying to be in the correctional police officer field. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep working here, and then it became about 3 years I was there in total. It was a good experience there.
I can't even imagine though some of the things that you saw that you can talk about and some of the things you can't talk about being in that field.
For me, it was just more, I wanted to learn how to address adults because I worked with juveniles before. So I thought that was a pretty important piece, and that again was an eye-opener of realizing I just saw a lot of adults were not mature yet as you know, some of these kids that I'm even dealing with now. So that just made me realize parents aren't perfect, coaches aren't perfect, but there's always an opportunity to teach anyone younger, anyone older than me. But then that also opens it up to me too of, I don't know everything. I need to be open to new ideas to how to raise and help out these kids, new techniques to train these kids, and what's the better way to assist them in their college experience, you know? So a lot going on, a lot to underthink is my goal, underthink it.
Plenty of overthinking in the world, so underthinking, I kind of like that. I don't hear that very often. I'm John Garver, that's Tony Willette, and that was a lap sponsored by National Bank of Commerce.